Hello, I want to ask you two questions that might just shift the way you look at your day and maybe even your life. First, are you cautious, conscious, or both? Second, where are you in your current moment, truly, right now? Pause with me, breathe in, and ask yourself, not with judgment, but with curiosity, where am I in this moment? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We live in a world moving faster than our thoughts, faster than our hearts can process. But do we include growth, clarity, and peace? Those happen when we slow down, when we become aware of whether we are merely being cautious or truly being conscious. Let me break this down. Cautiousness is rooted in protection. It says, be careful. It is often fueled by past pain, fear, or failure, or the desire to avoid risk. Now, do not get me wrong. Caution has value. It keeps us from stepping into traffic, from repeating toxic patterns, from making decisions that could sabotage us. It is a survival mechanism. But consciousness is something more expansive. It is awareness without panic, presence without fear. It says, be awake. Being conscious means you are tuned in not just to danger, but to truth, to potential, to emotion, to opportunity, to your own needs and patterns. Caution is about safety. Consciousness is about growth. But here is the magic. You can be both. You can approach life awake and aware. You can be conscious of your surroundings, your emotions, your future, and still be cautious enough to protect what matters. The danger is when we confuse one for the other. Some of us call it being smart, when really we are avoiding something of which we are afraid. Others call it being present, when we are really just distracted. Think about someone standing at the edge of a big decision, starting a business, ending a relationship, changing careers. The cautious part might say, wait, what if this does not work? What if I get hurt? The conscious part says, I am aware this is risky, but I know my values. I know my capacity, my strength, and my ability. I am going to step forward intentionally. See the difference? One is rooted in fear, the other in awareness. We need both, but one leads us to expand. The other, if left unchecked, can keep us small. Now, let us return to the second question. Where are you in the moment? And I am not asking you about your physical location. I mean your mental location, your emotional GPS. Are you here, right now, fully? Or are you somewhere else? Worried about a conversation yesterday, an outcome tomorrow, or something you have to do today? Distracted by 100 tabs open in your mind or maybe on your phone? It is easy to get lost in time, but the only moment you actually have control over is the one you are in, right here, right now. This is where life happens. This is where choices are made. This is where you remember who you are. You do not have to fix your entire life today, but you do have to show up to this moment on purpose. So let us reflect again. Are you cautious, conscious, or both? If you are feeling stuck, ask, is caution keeping me safe or keeping me stagnant? If you are feeling anxious, ask, am I conscious of what I truly need right now, or am I reacting from a place of fear? You have the power to choose your response, to slow down, to notice, to shift. Every minute gives you a new door, the door to awareness, to responsibility, to truth. And you do not have to choose perfectly. You just have to choose intentionally. Let me suggest 3 small steps you can take today. Pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is this response from fear, anger, hate, or clarity? Journal honestly. If you have to use your phone, write down what you are afraid of. Write down what you want. You will start to see the gap between caution and consciousness. Ground yourself. Use your breath, your body, your senses. Remind yourself, this is the only moment I need to manage right now. That's it. Small shifts, enormous difference. So today, as you step into conversations, decisions, challenges, ask yourself, am I being cautious, conscious, or both? And wherever you find yourself, whether clear or confused, still or striving, just pause. Take a breath and come back to the now. This moment is your power. This awareness is your strength. This consciousness, when met with courage, can change everything. You do not need to have all the answers. You just need to stay awake to the questions and trust yourself that you will know how to respond. Until next time, I am sending you peace, hugs, and endless love. Goodbye for now.